The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. 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 Crosby.
Here we go.
go.
When I get home to you, I find the thing that you do makes me feel alright. You know I feel alright.
Starting with Wing.
You know I feel alright.
And Mrs. Miller, dear God. I know how to spoil you horny teenagers. 0344 499 1000. This is the late night alternative, weeknights on Talk Radio with me. Catherine's not here. Unlucky for her. She's missing out on the laugh riot. Let's go to Susan. Good evening, Susan.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
right?
Susan. Yeah, I'm good.
I tell you why I phoned. I've got a couple of things. You know, you were talking about underwear, dirty underwear being washed.
Dirty underwear, yes.
Yeah, well, you know, the washing up sponge, you know, the little sponges people use to wash up with when they do the washing up, if you're washing up by hand.
Stop saying washing up. The washing up sponge, yes.
The green, yeah, well, you know, it's got a green bit on it, and then sponges underneath.
So it's like a tough green bit that's not quite Brillo, but it's scrubby, and then there's a soft sponge bit on the other side.
They're very unhygienic, because the food from the plates that you wash, there's a thing on Facebook, you can see it all on there. Well, now, I use these, they're like round, they're like plasticky things, but the water goes straight through, so it doesn't hold on to food.
A colander?
No, you know, like the little round...
a Tom Hollander, as I...
they're like a round little thing, but they're plastic. Well, they're a plasticky type of thing, but when you're washing up, the water just comes straight through it. It doesn't hold on to all the old food and all that sort of thing. They're really unhygienic, those other sponges.
Well, you're supposed to get rid of the sponges like once every other day. I've had my sponge since I moved into the house, which was a year ago.
Oh no, it must be.
But I'm not rubbing it. I'm not rubbing it on my. You talk about pants. I'm not rubbing it on my genitals or sucking on it. So
no. And also tea towels and the cloth. So it's no good having your plates. All washed and clean, and then...
Well, I have a dishwasher because I'm very posh.
Yeah, well, I used to have one years ago, but now we do it we're all doing it by hand.
Why are you doing it by hand? Why are you going... You're going backwards in the evolutionary chain.
Well, it's just that we've got a smaller place now, but I said when I get a lot older, we might have one, because none of us know what we're going to be like then. But I tell you what else... You know,
Talkative,
you're off on Friday, aren't you?
I'm off on Friday, yeah.
Well, you know Clacton Seafront, they've got the air show on for Thursday and Friday, where they have the planes coming over.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, I'm working, I'll be down the seafront on Thursday and Friday, because
Looking for business?
Working, not my own business, I'm a cleaner.
For someone. Oh, okay.
I'm a cleaner, so I'll be on there, I'll be doing extra hours that day.
Okay, so will you get to see... the aeroplanes?
I hear them as well, because they're going right over the seafront.
You know, there are some people, I call them sad cases, but that's maybe a little harsh. There are some people who can identify types of aircraft just by listening to the noise of them flying.
They probably can. As I say, I don't go down there very much during that time. It is only because it's a job I'm doing.
Yes.
But you do get all different. You do get lots and lots of people on that day, and there's specialists. There's all different. They come every year. A lot of
people that are into planes.
Yeah.
I think they're sexual deviants. The plane, of course, Freud would argue, is the phallus.
I don't know.
It's the phallus, the passengers are the seed, and the airports are the mother's womb.
I don't know, but I know Friday they've got the old-fashioned planes. They've got the old-fashioned ones.
Spitfires.
You know the old planes?
Did your body just make a funny noise then?
No.
I heard a gurgle. Someone gurgled.
Unless it was I might have done, not knowingly, because I do get acid sometimes.
Oh, acid reflux, isn't it something?
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's like a burning, but I can only take 2 of these tablets a day, but then I have to take Gaviscon.
Oh. Well, Susan, I feel we've had a real glimpse into your life tonight, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. That was the first call, straight off the rank tonight, and it really does, I think, set the tone for what could be a slightly dull show. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to Martin. Good evening, Martin.
Good evening, Ian. I'll get straight to the point, right? You've been banging on for the last 9 days, I think, about a horror film, which I've never seen before. But last night, I watched it on the internet.
Which film?
A film called The Texas Chainsaw Man.
Oh, yes, one. Grandpa's hungry.
Well, last night I watched it on the internet, but because I'm common legal. So anyway, right, I watched it last night, and bloody hell, that film did put the willies up me. It was so atmospheric, like that film, and the scene where that guy got in the caravan, like, and he cut his bleeding finger, and he pulled silver foil out, and I thought, oh, what's going on here, man? What the hell's going on there? But
yes,
that film was fantastic. And do you know what? Do you know what, Ian? Right, there was 2 characters in there that reminds me of 2 radio presenters at Talk Radio.
Oh,
you know who they are?
Yes, go on.
Okay.
Yes.
You know the head honcho of the family?
Yes.
He's a nasty piece of work. Do you know who he reminded me of?
Go on.
Matthew Wright.
Oh, yes.
And do you know Leatherface? Do you remind me of? Mike Graham.
Well, and do you know the lad in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Do you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Alan Caddick.
Alan Caddick for Birmingham. He don't deliver my papers, Alan. Well, I had my papers last week, and you was the all papers are all bloody bins, right? Do you know what? Don't ever. Your children. You says you're gonna watch the Texas Chainsaw. Please don't, man. Do you know what? I think there's 3 good films that your children will love. You know what? You're about shark films last night. You know the Anaconda films? Have you heard them, your children yet, like? Anaconda, part 1, part 2, part 3. They love that, man. Right. Now, Ian, can I just leave one thing now, right? Oh, you left you in me. Alan, is that you? Yes, it is. Well, what about your paper deliveries last week? What day? Yeah, you know, when you miss my paper, when your paper out, you miss my blatant doll. What paper do you have normally? Number 76. You know, well, my number. 76? Yeah. What road? How do you think I'm going to buy some road on the internet, like, down the radio? So I'll have all your haters come round to beat me up, like, your brothers. Right? I need to know so I can have a run with my gaffer and see what went wrong. Flipping hell, Alan, right. Do you think I would advertise my road I live on? I need to know what road you live on. Yeah, so you and your brother could beat the shit out of me tomorrow night. Excuse me. I need to know what road you live on so I can deliver the paper to the right road. Alan, you know your paper delivery roads. And I'll leave next. And listen, any operators, which my gaffer tells me when I get to the shop for the following day, I need to know. Alan, why are you always, like, harassing me? Everywhere in Harborne and Bartley Green Village. Every time I go down there, you're always bloody, you might doing the old bleeding Matthew Wright, harassing people and shouting and screaming and just being a total arse. Hello, Alan? Oh, Ian, right. Ian, look, before I go, right, can I just say one thing to you, Ian?
No, you can't. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. The Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio. I'm a bit tired today. I'm feeling a little bit, I don't want to say discombobulated because that's a poncy word, but I'm feeling not quite there. I wanted to do some streaming today, but I woke up too early and I made the mistake of looking at my phone. I say too early. It was about 9 o'clock maybe. And I could have got another hour and a half sleep in. I got up for a pee. I did it quietly so the cats wouldn't know I was up and wouldn't hassle me for food, which is what they do. And then I went back to bed and I thought, just look at my phone. And then I had an email from someone, and it was a really stroppy email. It was an angry email. So suddenly I'm in bed, just raging. So I had to reply immediately. And, my first reply was, dear whoever, just grow the F up, Ian. Now, luckily, I deleted that before I sent it, because that would not have helped matters. But then I just wrote this email that just said, you're wrong, and this is why I think you're wrong, and that, blah, 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 blah. But, and it's just left me in a really weird mood for the rest of the day. Just kind of, I didn't get back to sleep, and I got up and I was going to do some streaming on Twitch, but then I was in a bit of a lousy mood, so I didn't. So I had some coffee, and it was a very boring day. I'm not going to go through the entire day for you, because that would be kind of dull. But I did have a massage, and the poor Aidan, my masseur, and he's pumping away behind me, and he said, "Are you feeling more relaxed now?" And I said, "I'm going to be honest, Aidan. I'm feeling, the more you're doing it, not your fault. This is coming from me, but the more you're hammering away behind me, the more stressed I'm getting, because I couldn't stop thinking about this email, and I could just feel this righteous indignation rising up. Then I did manage to go to bed and have a little doze, and I was just pottering around, and I really wanted to stream some games online on my Twitch channel, and I didn't. And then I came into London early, and I went and saw my therapist, and here's the thing he's told me. Here's the thing he suggested I do, and we were sat there talking, and I said, I've got to stop emailing these people, haven't I? He went, yeah, you've got to let it go. And, well, man alive, that's a tough thing. When you're engaged in, an argument with a group of people, and, letting go of it, man, that is hard work. If you've got any tips on how to let go of, it's a relationship and it's an argument, let me know. Because the email that came to me was so full of inaccuracies, and, I felt that I had to defend myself. But really, it's not going to change their opinion. It's not going to change their mind about anything. They're still going to think I'm a dick, and I'm still going to feel betrayed by them. So I just need to let it go. So that means if another email comes in, gulp, I'm not going to reply to it. Imagine someone emails you and says a load of stuff that is untrue, and you just kind of go, okay, I'm not going to reply to it. I'm just going to let that sit there and let that exist in that sphere. It's a tough one to do, man. And I know ultimately it's for my good, and it is for everyone's good. It's for their good, and it's for my good, and it's for the good of everyone around me. So I need to learn to do that, and it's tough, isn't it? Letting go of stuff like that is a hard thing to do. So that's where my head is today, and so I go from I alternate from raging, like this real righteous indignation, to feeling really, really upset that I have to let these people go out of my life. People who've been part of my life for a while, I have to go, I think we're done here, guys. I think we're done. And I have to let them go, and it's a real strange thing. So I've not been able to settle today, is the point, is the point I'm trying to make. I have not been able to, settle today. So I'm not quite sure where we're going to go with the show tonight. I feel a little bit, what What should we do? We could sit and we can do some, like, topics. Dave, you need to call back in. Call back in and I'm going to put you straight to air, because that's the kind of ship that we're running here this evening. 0344 499 1000. So I'm kind of feeling a loss today as to where to go, and I'm missing Kath a bit. Don't tell her I said that, because she'll use it as collateral. But normally I would kind of phone her up and go, so I didn't have the option today. So I don't quite know what to do with the show. I've got a feeling that the calls are going to be, you take that one, Hayley, and if it's Dave, I'll take him, and if it's not, you can call him back. I've got a feeling that we're not going to get too many calls tonight, which is fine. Those are the shows where I earn the money. The shows where we get loads of calls, I'm kind of doing for free. It's, the shows where we don't get many calls, they're the ones that I invoice for. So, what do you want to do tonight, dear listener? What do you want to chat about? Do you want to play silly? I've got a load of stories to talk about. I've got some really interesting, dumb stories to talk about, so I can go through those. But I don't know. What do you fancy? I feel I have led the tone of the last week's worth of shows. I have my iPod here. Someone's just suggested iPod roulette. I have my iPod here. If anyone fancies a round of that, I'm very happy to play that. I feel that I've led the tone of the show in the past week, and that feels a little bit unfair on my part. So, do you want to set the tone tonight? That can only work if you call in. Okay, if you want to set the tone, that can only work if you call in. I mean, if you don't call in, it's going to be me going through stories and, doing some kind of, emotional, psychological, spiritual spring cleaning. I don't know. So I'm kind of leaving it up to you this evening. I'm going to be here until 1 o'clock, and I'm happy for it to go any way you want it to go. Up, down, left, right, backwards, forwards, any way you want it to go. If you call in, I'll follow that vibe. If you don't call in, I'll set my own vibe. The phone number is 0344 499 1000. You'll speak to Hayley. She takes your name and number and gives you a call straight back. Doesn't ask what you want to talk about. You just get a call straight back. So it's free for most of you. I tell you what, we'll take a quick break. We'll do a little advert for one of my colleagues. I hope it's not Matthew, right? And then we'll speak to Marie and Paul, and we've got Grant, and it could be you as well. 0344 499 1000. This is the late night alternative. Could be an odd one tonight. I'm Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Let's go to Marie. Good evening, Marie.
Hey.
Hey, you, the Rocksteady crew.
I'm talking to a real person.
No, that's what you think.
So,
yes,
I'm sitting outside in the dark.
Yes.
I've got a campfire burning.
Oh, beautiful.
Jasmine candle.
Oh, yeah.
And
smoking a doobie?
I just know that summer seems to be disappearing.
Isn't it getting darker earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrendous.
So, being a mum who pre-plans,
yes.
I've also got here some solar lights that I've been charging today.
Yeah.
Since we've had a bit of sunshine.
Yes.
I'm looking at tulips and some butterflies and a magnolia.
Oh.
And something else. It's a bally thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here by myself. My 7-year-old autistic boy was out. We live in a wonderful place.
Oh.
We have some tire swings here.
Yes.
And it's not very often that kids get the opportunity to be out in the dark, to be outside in nature in the dark.
Yes.
And I made him some, my alarm is ringing because I'm checking something on eBay. I'm buying winter clothes, but I'll stop this right now.
You're buying winter clothes in August. Wow, you really are preparing.
Yeah. Some lovely, lovely Ugg boots. I've already bought the reindeer outfit. My little boy was very big into Dr. Seuss. With the reindeer, Max the dog.
Yes.
We tried to put a reindeer thingy on our dog, and it was a disaster. He's a very working style. He did not want to be that. So my boy was swinging. I'm making some glow-in-the-dark circles, which I have to sellotape, because otherwise they break, and he gets very frustrated.
Yeah.
And I could just see darkness, and he was on this tire swing that's really, really high up, tied to a branch.
Yes.
And I could just singing with these glow-in-the-dark rings. And you wanted a new trend. Well, we talk about lots of things. I can talk about
Marie, you're breaking up, and you're painting this marvellous picture of late summer, late night beauty, and then you're breaking up.
Well, I am in a forest. I can walk around a little bit. I've got cats here. You talked about your cats earlier. I have 3.
You've taken your cats to a forest?
We live in a forest.
Oy.
And I have 4 cats and a dog, and they are the best of friends, We had it first, and a year later, all for my little boy, because just the kids relate to animals better than...
I feel like are you...
Yeah?
Are you asking me out on a date?
I would love to. How are you single?
I'm not single at the moment. It feels like, we're on...
I watched this brilliant film, The Upside, the guy in the wheelchair. Have you seen it?
No.
I can't go to the cinema because of my kid, but it's been on Amazon. No, it's been on Netflix, actually. The guy in the wheelchair. And he has this dude who is a total loser from prison.
Oh, is this the Bryan Cranston thing?
I think so.
The guy from Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the quotes that I have written down is, "How married are you?"
Oy. Well, listen, I am courting, and I am very happy, Marie, but I'm flattered that you would invite me to your creepy house in the forest, where you could potentially murder me.
I want to tell you one last thing.
Please do.
It's a cloudy night.
Yes.
And one of the eBay bargains I'm awaiting.
Yes.
It's a telescope for my boy. I can see the stars now, and I want to get him interested in telescopes.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thanks very much for your call, Marie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. She was chatting me up, right? That was a chat up. Cool. It felt like, and thank you so much, Marie. I'm very, very flattered. Genuinely, I'm very flattered, but I'm okay at the moment. It felt like, if you ever watch First Dates, it felt like the conversation that goes on, where they go to the restaurant with the Frenchman, Fred. And it felt like a conversation in First Dates, and that was a lot of information, and I couldn't quite work out why. Then I worked out why. Thank you, Marie. That's very kind of you. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Ian. First time speaking to you.
Have you been listening for a long time?
I have.
Then hang on a minute. I should always have this ready.
Oh.
There you go. There's the actual bell. It's a real bell. Much. Are you phoning to chat me up?
No, I was about to say she was definitely chatting you up.
She was, wasn't she?
She was. No, what I was phoning up for, first time caller and all that rubbish, is what you were saying about that email.
Yeah.
And how you couldn't settle all day.
Yes.
And you were like, if I do reply, they're still going to think I'm a dick.
Yeah.
And what you need to remember is, you can't control what people think of you.
No.
But you can control how you react to what's said to you.
Go on, I'm liking this.
So when you read it and say, well, they're coming from a place of hurt. I know I'm okay, but they're coming from a place of hurt. And rather than look within themselves to fix it, they'd rather throw shit at someone else, even if they're close to you.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't settle all day, I would suggest and I'm not going to go all hippie buddy, but just breathe, just follow your breath.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's told you to do this.
Yeah, do you know what? I couldn't, someone said, just go and meditate now. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't settle down enough to get into that kind of vibe.
Mm. If someone tells you to meditate, it's really hard.
Yeah.
But if someone says, just sit quietly and just follow your breath, just the sensation on your nostrils, going in and coming out, and all those thoughts like big balloons shooting across your mind, just be aware of them and then just refocus on your breath.
Yeah.
You can do 2-3 minutes of that, you'll feel totally calm.
I think you're right. You're right. Strange old world, isn't it? And there's a brilliant, Catherine retweeted Russell Brand thing the other day, and I didn't watch it all, but there was just a line in there. What other people think about you is none of your business.
That's right, yeah.
And that's it. And that is absolutely spot on. But I'm getting better at it. Couldn't get much worse. But, it's so hard for me, and it always has been, to stop worrying about what other people think. I'm getting so much better at it. Particularly the last 2 months, I've freed myself from a lot of shame and a lot of guilt and a lot of self-loathing, and I'm getting better at it. But I still want people to like me, and not everyone's going to like me.
No, but probably part of that is the job you're in.
Yeah.
But you need to like yourself. I know it's a cliche. You need to like yourself.
Yeah.
And then when someone else says they don't like you, you can say, well, actually, I'm all right. I'm a nice guy.
I'm a great guy.
I'm disregarding your barbed comment.
Mm.
And it'll work on Twitter as well.
How come I don't give a stuff about Twitter anymore? That's one of the joys of it. I've got so many people slagging me off, on Twitter, and I literally, it doesn't affect me one single jot. Since I came out a couple of months ago, Twitter's like, yeah, whatever. You're gonna call me, you can call me a queer and a junkie and a divorced. Okay, fine. Those things are fine. Honestly, it has no effect on me at all. This is something much more, profound and personal. But I don't know. It's life's hard. How come you're so wise, Paul?
I got into Buddhism a couple of years ago, and I've been full on. Plus, I'm disabled, so I'm housebound, so I get a lot of time to study and meditate.
Because some people might think, well, hang on, if you're housebound, that could make you, particularly bitter, rightfully bitter and angry and, all of that stuff. But you've turned, I'm not saying all disabled people are that for a second, please don't think that. But you have somehow turned this into a Zen kind of journey.
I have, yeah. I used to be resentful and why me kind of thing. And now there isn't a single person on the planet that I hate.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Very calm and very zen. And, if you just try that, take away the meditation word and just try that.
Yeah.
And even if you do it twice a week and then 3 times, etc., and 100% guarantee that it will help you. And it isn't all hippie and you don't...
No, not at all. Out of all of them, out of all those, and I use the term religion in inverted commas, in italics and with a small r, because I know Buddhism isn't actually a religion. But Buddhism and the Quakers, they seem like the only... Compared to all the others, Judaism and Christianity and Islam and Sikhism and... The Quakers and Buddhism, they seem like the only sensible, obvious choices, don't they?
I think so. It's basically just be nice to people. Be kind.
That's it. Hey, Paul, it's nice to talk to you, man. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks, Dean.
What a nice guy. 0344 499 1000. We've got Matt, we've got Grant, and we could have you, dear listener. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
Moonlit musings from mums, madams, and meat packers.
Oh, never mind, I must have misheard.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
The station's brilliant.
On Talk Radio.
I'm not really sure where to take the show tonight, so I'm kind of handing it over to you. Hello, Paul. I'm handing it over to you. You can do whatever you want. And it doesn't have to get heavy. I'm just explaining that my head's, in a slightly strange... But I think today is a very important day for me. Today is going to be the day that I let go of significant amounts of the past. I let it go. And I'm going to taste freedom unlike any other. But it's hard work, isn't it? So I'm just feeling a little bit, So I'm not quite sure in which direction to take the show. So I'm handing it over to you. Anything goes. 0344 499 1000. If you call up, we'll just sit and chat about whatever you fancy. If you don't call up, I've got some stories in the papers and online that we can talk about. It's all very simple. Have I got my iPod? Where's my iPod? Because we could have a game of iPod. Oh no, it's in my car. I can do it on my computer. If you fancy a game of iPod roulette, we can do a little bit of that. We can do whatever you fancy. I don't care. Let's go to Matt. Good evening, Matt.
Hi, hello, Ian.
Hello, Matt. What you got for us?
Oh, it's really weird speaking to you. Long time listener, first time caller.
There you go, brother. Nice to talk to you, Matt. What you got for us?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, talking about old series that used to be on, like, sort of documentaries.
Yeah.
Do you ever see Come Home, Gary Glitter?
Come Home, Gary Glitter?
Yes.
Go on.
Oh, it was on BBC. It was on BBC Three, probably about 14 years ago.
It wasn't the fake Gary Glitter trial, was it?
No. It's two guys. It's on YouTube. It's awesome.
Go on. They interview Jackie Chan, don't they?
Yes.
Yes. Go on. All I remember is them talking to Jackie Chan about Gary Glitter. Go on. Remind me what it is.
And it's got Clifford swallowing a fly.
I don't remember that bit.
Clifford?
Max Clifford?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that bit.
Yeah.
So it was two, like, people in their 20s, wasn't it? Just going around the world trying to get Gary Glitter.
There are two geezers that go around in Thailand and Vietnam trying to find Gary Glitter.
Wow.
And they do speak to Jackie Chan, but it's got Max Clifford choking on a fly during the interview. I just thought when you said about it a few months ago about documentaries, I thought, I keep meaning to ring you up and tell you about that one. Oh, mate, that's tomorrow. Sorted. If I don't stream on Twitch tomorrow, it's Matt's fault, because I'm going to be watching Come Home, Gary Glitter. Yeah, it's something like Come Home, Gary Glitter. They try and get him to come home, and... They don't speak to him, do they? No, they don't find him, but they nearly track him down. It's hilarious. The way Can I recommend... While we're on this tip, right... I'm going to recommend something to you that's on YouTube and that many people will find highly inappropriate, right? Go on. It's from about 1982, and it's an arena special about Gary Glitter joining Jerry Cottle's circus. Okay. It is basically, I think it's Jerry Cottle's circus. Basically, Gary Glitter isn't doing very well. He's not had a hit for a long time. Circuses, no one's going to circuses. So someone has the great idea of putting two flagging entertainment industries together and creating Gary Glitter's Rock and Roll Circus. And it's basically him doing a travelling concert with a circus going on around him. That sounds amazing. It is the most... I won't spoil it, but it doesn't work. You may be surprised to hear. It is the most incredible documentary I've ever seen in my life. Oh, yeah, no, I just, the one with, it's just awesome. It's just, because you think back and you just think, oh my God, how did no one know? But yeah. Oh God, it's so obvious now. It's so obvious. And I think what he did was abhorrent, but, go, check it out. Matt, thank you. That was an excellent first call. Come Home, Gary Glitter. I'm having that. This arena thing is, it's something else. It really is, something else. Now, someone's just telling me that they're coming to the show that me and Catherine are doing, at the Rondo Theatre on the 7th of September on their own. Good for you. Well done. They're right. Look, we've only got 26 tickets left.
These are incredible scenes. Saturday, the 7th September, me and Catherine Boyle going to be at the Rondo Theatre, 8 o'clock. It's a 2-hour show. We stick around afterwards to take photos, shake hands, say hello to everybody. It's a live phone-in show. It's kind of like this radio show, but a lot swearier. Sometimes, some of the stars of this show phone in. Sometimes they don't. But loads of people come to our shows on their own. This is one of the nice things that me and Kath have found out, is that we've got lots of lonely people listening to us. And sometimes they come on their show. So don't ever feel embarrassed about buying one ticket for one of our shows. No one will make fun of you. No one will tease you. The audience are invited to take part, but there is absolutely no obligation whatsoever. You can stick around afterwards and shake hands, or you can sneak off and we'll think no less of you. So we've got Saturday the 7th September, we're doing the Rabbit Hole in Bath. Saturday the 14th of September, we've got the Rabbit Hole Picture Show in London, where we're showing My Cousin Vinny. And then we've got a Rabbit Hole in Brighton in November, I think the 9th. If you go to iainlee.com/event, iainlee.com/event, all the tickets are gonna be there. So do come. Good evening, Duncan.
Hey.
Hey, Dunks.
Hey, I bet you don't. But do you remember last time I called you? I bet you don't.
Nope.
It was a year ago, and I told you all about perpetual motion.
Nope, don't remember it.
No, not at all. What about the pigeons eating cigarettes?
Don't remember that.
No. All right, well, I've got a new thing.
Okay. So, here's the thing. I don't remember what happened yesterday. Now, Catherine is normally the one that, she's like a wife or a PA at a party where she'll see...
Let's call it an oracle. Let's call it an oracle.
Okay. And she'll see someone coming and lean over to, the person she wouldn't go, now, the person's coming is Steve, and you met Steve 3 years ago, and he's married to Brenda. She would do that. I don't remember anything that I've ever done before.
And she didn't just do that at all, no.
Sorry?
And she didn't just do that now?
No, because she's in Corfu, mate. Well done for listening to the last week of shows. It's appreciated.
Well, that's all right.
I'll start remembering you when you start listening. How's about that?
All right.
Is that a deal?
That's a good deal.
Good lad. Well done. What you got, Dunks? Big Dunks?
No, I am a 25-year-old guy that has got a moustache without a beard.
Okay.
I thought are you still doing that thing?
You literally haven't listened for 4 months, have you?
Well, I listen when I go to sleep. It's like 10 o'clock for me bedtime.
Okay. I was growing a moustache, then I got rid of it. And now I'm free of shame and I couldn't give a stuff what anybody else thinks. I'm growing a moustache back.
So earlier you said it's like time for a new start and like a new life and all that.
New life and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Right, a moustache it's called freedom, mate. If you everybody hates it. Everybody thinks it's disgusting.
Yep.
It looks like you want to tickle someone.
Yep. Yeah, no one likes it. I don't care.
No.
What other people think.
My mum said that it looks like Freddie Mercury, but gayer.
Your mum likes mine.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah,
she said there's nothing more than I love than Ian Lee's
moustache underneath me. Yes, sir. It's your mum I'm talking about. You should be challenging me to a fight now. I'm disrespecting your mother.
She said she wants a runner up her stairs.
Okay, all right.
A little bit of carpet.
Wow, that's your mother. You're talking about. Wow, she gave birth to you, and that's the disrespect. That is the disrespect that you show the woman through whom you passed.
I might not have.
Okay, I don't quite understand that, but okay.
Well, my milkman's a woman, so it's 2019.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense. That joke works kind of if you're talking about your dad, but don't work. You're suggesting that you're suggesting your real mother is actually the milkman, and she left you on the doorstep, and your mother decided to bring you up.
What? My mum ordered milk, and there was me instead.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, now I know why I don't remember your calls. They're shit. Let's go to Grant. Good evening, Grant.
Hi there, mate. You're right.
I'm very, very well, thank you, Grant. What have you got for us tonight?
Good. Right. So I was going to say. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm just in McDonald's through the drive-thru. Can you order fruit for me?
Yeah, what would you like?
Can I take your order, please?
Yeah, can I get a barbecue signature meal with large fries and a Coke, please?
Normal Coke. Hello?
Hello?
A normal Coke or Diet Coke, sorry.
A normal cock, please.
Oh, okay, no problem.
And can I also get, a McFlurry, please?
Yeah, which McFlurry do you want?
Which ones have you got?
We've got crunchy, dairy milk.
I'll have a crunchy. Can I ask, are you single?
Yeah.
When I come round, do you want to swap phone numbers and stuff, and maybe we can go out on a date?
Well, is there anything else I can get for you?
Sorry?
Is there anything else I can get for you?
Well, there is plenty you could get for me, because you sound fit.
Drive round, thank you.
Are you single?
Just drive round, thank you.
Is that a yes?
Sorry, mate. I've just ordered the, what was it? A signature dish or whatever it was.
Yes, mate, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, that sounds lovely, that does, yeah.
Okay, Grant, well, thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Let's go, I've got no idea. Let's go to Simsy. Good evening, Simsy.
That was funny. I don't know how to top that.
You don't have to top anything, Simsy. This is it. Every time a new call starts, we reset the clock.
We reset, yeah. Okay, so you're a music buff, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You call yourself a music buff? I've started listening to Sparks.
Okay.
Right? And I put together a playlist on Spotify. I'm absolutely disgusted at a particular track, and I can't get past it.
Is it Pineapple?
No.
Okay.
It's from an album called Terminal Jive from 1980.
Okay, I'm not so familiar with the kind of 80s stuff, but go on.
Oh, well, the song is called Young Girls.
Oi,
Yeah.
Whoa!
Ian, listen, Google those lyrics while I'm on the line. You'll never believe the stuff they're saying. I can't get past it now. It stopped my whole enjoyment of that band.
Okay, hang on a minute. Let's have a little look. Here we go. Let's have a little look.
It's disgraceful and upsetting.
Okay, well, let's have a listen. Here we go.
It's annoying. It's a good track. The music's good.
I like their arms.
Yeah.
I like their legs. I like their lips. Their widening hips. Their radios. They live at home. They don't have cars. I have a home. I have a car. They like that. They like that. Young girls haven't seen the whole night, and they hold you, though it might not be tight, and they will kiss you, though it might not be right, because they're young girls. Gosh, it's a little bit fruity, isn't it?
And you haven't even got to the second verse. I mean, it just gets worse.
I
can't see past it anymore. I'm gutted.
Okay, well, that's... So, are you telling me that Sparks are cancelled?
Sparks are officially cancelled.
Thanks very much for that, Simsy. We'll keep an updated list of... I know it's patter thievery, but Sparks are cancelled. Thank you, Simsy. Let's go to Dredge. Good evening, Dredge.
Hello, boy.
Oh.
Sorry, I had an attack of the Steve Wright there.
There we go. Steve Wright.
So, I don't like... I've got lift anxiety and also bus stop anxiety. I'm not sure what to do about it.
I don't think...
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Well, I don't like getting in lifts with other people, because I find it awkward. I will wait. I'll literally wait till there's nobody in the lift, and then I'll get in it. That's weird, isn't it?
I don't think it's that weird. I think that I bet there are a lot of people like that.
Well, I'd like to meet them, and then, at least we'd understand each other, and we'll go up in the same lift.
You could all go up in the same lift, but you'd have to go one at a time, wouldn't you? Otherwise it's going to be awkward.
Yeah. And I don't like bus stops, because I have this thing, I don't like... I'm standing there, if I'm standing there on my own, and then somebody else turns up and they're waiting for the bus. I feel really weird again. I'm just.
I love bus
down the road.
I love bus
I
stops.
have to go down the road and hide round the corner.
Well, that is weird. I'm gonna call you out on that. You should never shame anybody for their weird mental habits, but that is. I nearly saw then. That is flipping nuts. And you should be ashamed of yourself for that behaviour, for God's sakes. Do you not have, like headphones that you can put on? You don't have to listen to anything, but headphones make you invisible.
That is, I can see what you mean there. I think famous people like you do that.
Yep. I fake phone calls. There's a guy that comes here and delivers the papers at Talk Radio after the show is finished. And he annoys the hell out of me. He's so rude, right? And it's in terms of banter, but when people start calling you an effing C as part of banter, then you know that's crappy banter, right? And so I try and avoid him, and the other day I avoided him as soon as I saw him, I picked up my phone and went, no. Oh, you're joking. No. And so I did that. Dredge, stay there. I've got to go to the news and then we'll come back. 0344 499 1000. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. You've got worries and all the noise and the hurry seem to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. Go downtown, things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of the gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again, the lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright now.
Wow!
Horny.
Champipone.
Are you mad? Someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them along.
Here we go.
So maybe I can see you there.
Come on, Mrs. Miller. Squeeze it out.
Things will be great.
Come on, Mrs. Miller. You got it.
Everything's waiting for you.
0344 499 1000. Where else in the world right now is playing Mrs. Miller? There can't be that many places. There cannot be that many places. Let's go back to Dredge. Good evening, Dredge.
She started laughing in the middle of that. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I read a thing where she said she was stitched up and that they would get her in the studio and would not really teach her the song and would just get her to like do a take, and then they go, okay, right, we got that. Let's go on to the Four Seasons now. And she said that she felt that she was being made a fool of.
Yeah, it's a thin line, isn't it?
It's a thin line. It's a thin line. But I'm happy to be on the right side of history.
Are you? Why is that?
Because,
keep going.
No, I will keep going. Please don't
Off you
rush. No, I'm going. Don't, your attempt to rush me and to catch me out is going to end up with you having egg on your face.
No, definitely not.
Right, I refuse to discuss this with you anymore.
Okay.
I am, what do they call it? I'm face palming you. No, I'm no platforming you.
Blimey, you've got all the lingo.
Yes, isn't it? Well, I'm Antifa. I'm Antifa, which I think is anti-fascist, is it? I'm Antifa.
Well done. Good for you.
Yep. And you're you're pro-fa.
Am I?
Which I think is pro-fascist.
Thank you.
You're pro-fa. So far, nothing.
I'm not playing this phone call back to my mum.
You don't want her to know. It's like being in your 40s and your mum doesn't know you smoke. She also doesn't know I'm a fascist. So I really can't
Actually, I phoned what I thought was Talk Radio just now. My mum answered. I thought, what's she doing there?
Oh, I'm not going to say it because we're going
I got the wrong number on the phone. It's complicated, all these newfangled machines.
We had Mike McCartney in the other day.
He was drunk.
By the way, guys, I should let you know, I've recently employed Dredge to tell us which callers and which guests are drunk, which are high on drugs, and which are sober. And you're saying, let me just get that again. What you're saying Mike McCartney was?
Drunk.
So I'm going to put that under drunk.
That is quite an involved job.
Yeah, well, you were all up for it earlier on.
Well, I'm still up for it later on.
This is before you got your, you've obviously had the mail out from the Pro-Fa League as to what your Pro-Fa jobs are this month. I hope you can fit us both in.
Not playing this to my mum.
Mike McCartney, I did a very funny thing, which I was kind of hoping would pay off, and it didn't in the way I wanted, but it paid off in another way, and it was very, very funny, because I'm a funny, creative guy. Chris, Mick and Jake, I'm going to come to you in a minute. I picked up a pen and paper. First of all, I sang Michael McGear to the tune of Martha, My Dear to him, which I thought was wonderful, right? I can guarantee no one has ever done that before, and I should have seen it through to the end, but I bottled it. And then, John, I picked up my pen, and I looked down and I licked the end of the pen as if to write, and I went, go on then, what's Paul McCartney's phone number? And he gave us the first number that Paul McCartney and himself had, the first phone number, right?
You've got to ring it.
Well, you've got to, but here's the thing, can you remember your first phone number?
Oh, blimey. I can't personally, no.
Okay, so that's...
Can you?
I can't remember your first phone number, no.
I think it was 1.
Mm. Oh, that was it.
That was about it.
Should we try it? No. I can remember my first phone number from up until the age of 11. And I thought I could remember it the other night, but it turns out I was remembering the second phone number from 11 onwards. But it's Slough, so it's 01753 745. And then they added, I remember the number, and then they added, Slough added a 5 to it. Should we phone it up? Should we see if my old phone number works?
See if you're still there in the past.
So it's 017, oh God, Imagine if I answered it, right, and for those of you who listen to the show a lot, this will mean something. Imagine if my mum answers it and I go, midnight. Imagine. John's not that much of a regular listener. Okay, fine. 5, let's give it a call. This is my first ever phone number. Let's see.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
No!
Please check and try again.
That is a shame. What happens if you ring the old swap shop number? Does Noel Edmonds answer in 1980?
What was the old swap shop number? 01 811
8055.
811 8055. Let's have a...
He might be there, you know.
Let's have a little listen.
In another life. In another
The number
dimension.
you have dialed has not been recognised. Please check and...
Okay, well that's...
She gets a lot of work.
That's disappointing. Oh, hang on. 74595. That was the number. Yeah, that was the number, and it's gone. Okay. Well, this is great. This is really, really going to keep people listening, Dredge. Us phoning deceased phone numbers.
Good.
So, what can we do? Are we done? What can we do for you this evening, please, madam?
I was just going to say no need to thank me, for introducing you to the Martin Newell album, that's all.
Well, I won't thank you because you didn't.
Oh, all right. Well, as I was saying, no need to thank me for it then.
No, I will thank you for reminding me that I don't have to thank you for something you didn't do.
Right, thank you.
You're welcome. That turned out nicely, didn't it? I nearly said my old phone number. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Jake Hunter. How many have you caught recently, Jake?
Hi, Ian, you right?
I'm good, thank you. I don't know why I have your surname on my screen, but I like it.
Oh, you know me too well.
Yeah, well, we don't normally get surnames, but it's great to have you on board. What can we do for you?
I'm picking up my GCSE results on Thursday. A little bit nervous these days.
Mate. Why do you, and you want to speak to someone who did really badly in their GCSEs before just to make you feel good, huh? Yeah? Is that right?
Oh, no, my grades are dependent on my apprenticeship as well, so I'm kind of worrying about that. I don't want to fail for the family.
First things first, none of this matters, right? I did terribly at my GCSEs, I did even worse at A-levels, I got a Mickey Mouse degree, and look at me, I've eaten a pig's vagina on TV, so dreams can come true, right? What is it you want to apprentice in?
I want to work in radio, either presenting or producing.
Okay, what GCSEs do you need for that?
Well, the apprenticeship I'm applying for, I need all of my English and maths. I need 5 other GCSEs at B or higher.
But for what? I don't understand. For what apprenticeship?
So it's for it's just radio producing at the moment. But ideally, I'd like to be presenting. But as I say, you don't need any qualifications for it. But you can't just fall into a presenting job, can you?
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Well, it would be nice if I could.
I fell into a presenting job. I fell into it. I was doing a bit of stand-up and I wasn't getting anywhere, and I got a dodgy agent, and he said, I've got you a job on a local radio station in Milton Keynes, and I didn't even want it. And I did it for 6 months and realised I didn't really like it there, and so I left. But I just wonder... Hey, listen, I know the world has changed and everybody is out there fighting everybody for a little bit of work, but I just wonder how... You've got to have done well in your maths to be a radio producer.
Yeah, I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's one of the compulsory exams nowadays, isn't it?
That's nuts. What happened to enthusiasm and talent and determination and imagination and ideas and magic and, balls and chutzpah and all of those things?
Yeah, I know, it's all about numbers on papers these days, though, isn't it?
Oh, man, well, I don't envy your generation. How do you think you did?
Not too bad. I'm trying to stay optimistic. I think I've done what I can do, so I've just got to go on Thursday and hope the best.
That's it. I'm not in on Friday, but if you feel up to it, give us a call on Thursday, Jake Hunter, and let us know how it goes.
Yeah, I will do.
Wish you the best of luck, man.
Thank you, Ian.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Hayley, what did you get in your maths to be a radio? You got an F, did you? No. I got, in my maths, I want to say I got a C. Got a B in the mocks, but it turns out it doesn't count. I think I got a C. I was alright at GCSEs. There were a lot of C's, a few B's. I don't think there were any A's. A-levels, just a car crash. Absolute car crash. You've got to have GCSE, English and maths and 5 other GCSEs to become an apprentice radio producer. What? This is the problem, right, with the world, right? Is what about imagination? What about creativity? What about originality? I want people on the radio who failed their exams because they were too busy bunking off, or they were too busy drawing pictures of like souped up James Bond cars, as I was doing. I want, people that didn't do very well in their GCSEs because they were experiencing life. That's who I want producing me and who I want to listen to on the radio. Strange old world. We've got Mick, then we got Michael, then we got Grumpy Chris. 03. Oh, come on now. What do you mean? What are you saying that for? 0344 499 1000. You know what I mean, don't you, Chris?
That's unfair, that is.
There we go. This is Talk Radio.
Tales of mystery and imagination on the radio show that does things differently.
Dolly Parton, I listen to a record all day long.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I'm a nut job, but not that kind of nut job.
On Talk Radio.
Honest to God, it's the new Breaking Bad.
Oh no!
0344499 1000. So what have we had so far tonight? We've had me ordering someone's McDonald's drive-through and flirting with the dude on the other end of the voice box machine. We've had a South African woman in a forest chatting me up. We have established that Michael McCartney was drunk the other night. What else can happen? Let's speak to Mick. Good evening, Mick.
Oh, Iain, it's an honour and a privilege to talk to you, sir.
Well, you almost are talking to me as well, which is great.
Well, the last time I spoke to you must have been about 2003.
I remember it very, very well. Well, that was on LBC.
It was.
What did we talk about?
The station's gone downhill so bad.
It's awful.
I've almost electrocuted myself trying to switch off the station tonight.
It's an awful station. They need to close it down or simulcast my show on there as well to try and give them some credibility. I mean, it's an awful, awful place. What did we talk about, Mick, 16 years ago?
It was some fella from Watford called Barry.
Ah, yes, I remember Barry.
You fooled us all. You actually got us to believe it's a real character.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not. It's someone else making out this guy, isn't it? It's an actor.
What?
It's an actor playing Barry from Watford. It's like he's playing a character.
No idea what you're talking about. Thank you, Michael. Anyway, what you got for us tonight?
Oh, well, I just want to say it's really nice to speak to you after a long time.
Hey, thank you. It's nice to speak to you too.
Can I ask why you left LBC?
Yeah, you can. You can ask. I mean, this is a long time. I left LBC, God knows, 10, 11 years ago. You can ask. It got taken over. And my boss, David Lloyd, left and was replaced by a guy who was the head of news, and he took over the station, and he hated me. He hated my show, didn't get it, didn't understand any of it, thought it was a nonsense, and he would phone up my producer during the show and tell him to tell me to stop doing that and stop doing that and stop doing that and stop doing that, and I started to feel very uncomfortable, and I thought, this is not going to be fun. And I think maybe I had about 6 or 8 months left on my contract. And I thought, right, this isn't working.
Do you think Talk Radio's going to be the new LBC?
No.
Why?
Because they're not spending any money on advertising. If you want me to be completely honest and put this job at jeopardy, they're not spending money on the advertising. They need to really get behind it and chuck a shed load of money. Just very quickly to go back, so I could see it wasn't going to go well. I got in touch with my old boss, David Lloyd, who was then working at Virgin. I said, look, if I jump ship, will you give me a job? He said, I would absolutely love to. So I handed in my notice, and I was told I could work another month. I handed my notice in on Friday. They said, we'll let you work a month. Then I got a phone call on Monday saying, don't come back, you're a dick. Do I think Talk Radio, I think it, you mean another LBC like LBC was 10, 15 years ago when it was fun and had a soul? Yeah, it could be.
I've noticed you've got a few of the ex-LB presenters with Talk Radio.
Like who?
You had James Whale, didn't you, for a little while?
Oh, yeah, James Whale, but James Whale was ex-Talk Radio before he went to LBC. So he was, I always kind of see him as a Talk Radio presenter.
Julie Hartley Brewer?
Yeah, she's, you're right, I forgot about her. Christo, there's a couple.
What about Tommy Boyd?
Tommy Boyd's been and done a few shifts here.
Has he?
Yeah, he filled in for me a few times, but now Catherine fills in for me. They need to chuck a load of money. I think there's some great presenters here, and I think there's some not such great presenters here, and I think it's a really interesting station, but not many people know about it.
Well, I'd say it's kind of news to me. Someone pointed out to me is that I've been listening to LBC I've had the radio on the background on for many years as I can remember. I listen to it when I go to bed, and the presenters are just getting worse, and I just thought, well, I'll give Talk Radio a go, and I heard you on
Well done, brother.
That's,
well, thank you, Mick. But the fact, listen, we've been going for 3.5 years, and the fact you've only just heard about it, I think sums up the problem perfectly. No one knows about it.
Advertise on TV.
Okay.
Put posters on buses.
Trust me, I've said all of this to the bosses, and for some reason, they don't want to spend the money. So it's growing, but it's growing slowly, and I think it could grow really, really fast.
It'd be nice if Steve Allen joined you.
I'm literally biting my tongue. I think he's a prick.
Go on. Don't you like him?
I think he's a prick.
Oh, really?
Can't stand him. He's a scumbag, and he always slags me off, and he's slagging me off today.
He slags off a lot of people.
He slags me off. He's a bully. Don't like him.
I've never heard him. I've never heard him run. He talks about Katie Price.
Oh, he was slagging me off today, apparently, but I couldn't care it. Hey, listen, he's not everyone's cup of tea. I think he's a tosser. I wish he'd stop slagging me off and making jokes about my divorce. But there you go. That's his thing. But yeah, Mick. I think moving on, because I think the station could be great, but they just need to spend a bit of money. Let's go to Michael. Keep listening, Mick, and tell all your friends on the Isle of Wight, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much indeed. Michael!
Me?
Is your name Michael?
No, my name's Catherine.
Okay, you got 30 seconds.
Well, I've got this app on my phone. It allows me to change my voice from a 40-year-old woman from Manchester to a 37-year-old man who spent 20 years in Wales and the rest in England.
Okay, you still sound like an old woman, but never mind.
You told me last week you were concerned that you were spending the week without your friend Catherine, so I thought I'd have phoned in as a Catherine.
Beautiful. Okay, away you go. How are you going to contribute to the show?
Well, I want to check how you're doing, Ian.
Doing great.
Like flying solo for a week or so.
I'm doing great. I feel free. I feel unshackled. I feel powerful. I feel attractive. I feel hungry, if I'm completely honest. I'm not eating well today. And I'm looking I've got a day tomorrow of nothing. And I plan to spend a whole day in bed, and I might get up and do some streaming, or I might not. So I'm in a great position.
You say you're hungry?
Yeah.
Every night you've been going to McDonald's, haven't you?
Not every night, no.
Most nights?
No, I haven't actually. I didn't do it. Didn't do it last night.
What would Kath say?
Sorry?
To you? What would Kath say to you about all these McDonald's, Ian?
Well, you're Kath, so you say it.
You need to cut 3 burgers last night, or was it 2 and you only got 3?
I didn't have any last night. Listen to me, I didn't go last night, you muppet.
Night before?
Night before was Sunday.
Oh, I just want to check. I'm concerned about you. I just want to check in to make sure you're all right.
No need to worry about me. Worry about the quality of callers, if I were you, if you know what I mean. Good evening, Gwyn.
Hello, mate. It won't be a quality call here, because I think you're a junkie. I think you're a sad little junkie that's still in the air, and I thought you would have passed away a long time ago. You know Paul Rimmer, who used to speak to you. I think he made a lot of sense.
The English Defence League guy, the BNP guy. Okay. Yeah, I am a junkie. Yeah, proud of it.
You're proud of being a junkie?
Yep, very, very proud of it. Yeah. Very proud of it. Proud of what I've achieved by turning my life around, proud to be an inspiration, proud to be able to set a great example to other people out there who are struggling with addiction and with alcohol issues and drug issues, and showing that you can turn your life around. There is an alternative. You can, and you deserve better. So I'm proud of it. Yeah. This guy is calling up. Gwyn, no one can hear you. Fader's down. I'll bring you back. This guy is calling up to talk about a guy that we banned, I think, I'm going to say 3 years ago, because he was a BNP guy, and it was a horrible, thoroughly unpleasant, racist person. And this guy, I mean, this is how slow these people are. It's taken this dude 3 years to get the phone number of the radio station and phone up and defend somebody. And here's the thing. Calling me a junkie, calling me a queer, calling me divorced. Those things aren't insults. They're all pretty accurate descriptions. So, they're not insults. Let's go back to Gwyn and let's see what Gwyn wants to say now. Yes, Gwyn.
Well, I've just spent half an hour talking, but you obviously had the slider now.
I had we call them faders in the industry, but yes, I had the fader down.
Well,
Yes.
what's the difference between a slider and a fader?
Well, a slider is
Come, let's be
nothing.
technical. Let's be technical. Slider and fader. Come on, be technical, Mr. Ian.
Why are you so angry, Gwyn? What's wrong? Do you see too many
Because
black
you're
people
talking about
today?
sliders and faders. You just corrected me over a slider and a fader.
Slider isn't a thing. A fader. Let me show you. A fader is this, right? Fader can stop idiots talking. Slider, I don't know what. Slider isn't anything. Anyway, we're getting hung up on stuff that shows that you're thick, Gwyn. So what did you really call in for, mate?
Maybe that's because you're the junkie, Ian. But never mind. Anyway,
Junkie's not he's going to hang up in a second. You watch. Junkie's not an insult, mate. So try again.
Well, I just every time I listen to your show, I just think, why is he still on the air?
Don't listen.
Why are you still on the air?
Why do you? I think every time I do the show, I think
Because
why is
people
Gwyn,
feel sorry for you. People feel sorry for you.
Gwyn. Let's have a conversation. I'm happy to have a conversation, and you're panicking now because you've lasted a whole lot longer than you were expecting to. You thought you were going to get cut off, and you've realised that all you had was the junkie shtick. That's why you're arguing about Sliders. Jesus. Sliders is a great TV show from the 90s, by the way. Peter's out in season 4. So Gwyn, I'm happy to have a conversation with you, and I know you weren't expecting this. It's because I'm a nice guy. So you listen to a show that you don't like, but you listen because you're sorry for me. Works for me. You count as a listener. So that works for me, buddy. Thank you very much.
Am I on the air now, or am I?
Yes, I've pushed the slider up.
Sorry, fader, probably. Okay, thank you. I love the show. I love radio. I love talk shows. Unfortunately, I don't like your show.
Well, you just said you love the show, so you've just contradicted yourself.
No, I said I love the show.
You've got a problem with using. You back down. You've got a problem using the right words. Don't worry. A lot of thick people do this. A lot of thick people, when they say I like the show, they mean the radio station. There's a big. Let me tell you, Gwyn. So this is the show, the Late Night Alternative, 10 till 1, and the radio station is Talk Radio. Would I be correct in assuming that when you said you like the show, you meant you like the radio station? Would that be correct?
I love the show when people like Paul Rimmer are on. You see,
he's not been on. Gwyn, I'm in control of this, buddy. He's not been on for 3 years, mate. So why have you been listening for 3 years in the hope that let's call him your mate, shall we, Gwyn? Let's call him your mate. All right, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So you've been listening for 3 years in the hope that your mate, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, is going to be on again, right?
Well, he's not my mate. He's an associate via YouTube and stuff like that, because I agree with what he says.
Yeah. So why are you so upset? Did you see too many black people today or something? What's your problem, Gwyn?
Listen. It's nothing to do with black people.
Muslims?
It's nothing to do with that. Well, sorry, where did that come from, Ian?
Muslims, is it?
That is a disgrace, that.
Is it Muslims? Have you seen too many Muslims today? Was that the problem?
Well, it's nothing to do with Muslims. It's Islam.
It's the Islamic, is the Muslimists.
Islam that's a problem. Yeah.
It's the Muslimists.
No, it's Islam that's a problem.
You've got a problem with the Muslimists. So why are you taking that? Why have you taken that out on me?
I've not taken out on you at all.
You phoned up. You've been very aggressive,
You're
Gwyn.
playing with your playing with your sliders and faders, and you're calling me this and calling me that. You won't let me finish.
I'm calling you a thick, aggressive racist. Yes, I am.
Yeah, so I'm a racist. Why am I racist, Ian?
Why do you listen to a show that you don't like, Gwyn? That seems crazy.
Did I say I didn't like the show?
Yes, you did, several times. Yes, no, you can't deny that, mate. You just did.
Because you're playing with your sliders and making things sound like something else.
No. Me playing with my sliders did not make it sound like you. Here we go. He's gonna hang up. Here we go, Gwyn. Come on, buddy. He hung up. Yes, he hung up. Oh man, he's now gonna say to all his racist bum chums, "Oh, I got cut off. Oh, I got cut off. He cut me off. Didn't cut him off. Fader's still open. Didn't touch it. He hung up. Thank you, Gwyn. This is Talk Radio.
No rules nocturnal nattering for nightbirds, nurses, and Nosferatu.
All right, cool.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I'm laughing so much. I'm laughing so much. Gwyn. Tough guy Gwyn phoned up and thought that him calling me a junkie was going to get him cut off, so he had no other material. Junkie's not an insult. I said this on Twitter the other day. Loads of people calling me a junkie. I'm a junkie. I don't think junkie's a particularly nice term to describe someone who suffers from the disease of addiction, but yeah, okay, I'm a junkie. You know, I've spent hours on my hands and knees going through a carpet trying to find little lumps of cocaine and just snorting anything that was vaguely looked like it. That's a junkie. I was a junkie, definitely. I'm a junkie, I always will be. But boy, oh boy, I'm so proud of what I've achieved in turning my life around and setting a fine example to so many people that there is an alternative. It doesn't have to be that way. I put myself in terrible, dangerous, humiliating, exploitative situations to help me get drugs, and my life is not like that anymore. I'm a great dad. I got a nice house. I got out of a marriage that wasn't working. I'm healthy. I've got a few quid in the bank. I'm a junkie and I love it. I love it. Gwyn, it's just a shame you didn't have the balls to carry on, mate. And also, speaking nonsense, I mean, all over, but I don't want to suggest, but mate, it sounded like maybe you've done something. I don't know. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to everyone's favourite grumpy bum. It's Chris.
I can't believe it. You're saying that to me. Grumpy Chris.
Grumpy Chris.
That's so unfair, Ian.
Yep.
I was going to stick up for you because
You're a
some
good
of the
man.
callers you have,
aren't
and
they?
I just think, let it go over your head.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
Don't listen.
Do you like that song? Do you like the film Frozen?
I'm not a good film watcher.
Frozen 2 coming out soon? I think they left it too long between Frozen 1 and Frozen 2. Because I'm not that I liked Frozen 1, but I'm not that bothered about Frozen 2. It feels the gap is too big, a gap.
I've not got a clue what you're talking about.
They're talking about Frozen 1 and Frozen 2.
No, I don't.
Let it go, let it go.
I was listening to that song you played earlier.
Yeah.
And that was a song, I don't know if you ever watched. You see, I said I don't watch movies, but one of my favourite movies was Twin Town.
Is that the Scottish film?
Dave.
Sorry? No, I'm not. But how is that?
It's not a bleeding Scottish film. It's a Welsh film. I'll have you know.
I didn't know that. I'm asking.
It's a Welsh.
Dear Nigel, who's tweeting the station, I blocked you for being a bell. You ruined an excellent gag. You don't have to insult me. Shut up! Shut your face! You don't have to insult me to get blocked. You can just be an annoying bell that ruins an excellent gag. So that's why I blocked you, Nigel. What you did hurt me as well. So, anyway, Chris, let's get to the point. So you've never seen a film in your life?
He's not too bad, is he?
Who?
That Nigel.
Different Nigel.
Oh, like.
No.
Oh, he was a bit of an ass. That Scouse git.
He was a bit of an ass. But there you go. I don't know why he hung up. He'll say that I cut him off or something. I didn't cut him off. I was happy to talk to him.
Next minute, you'd be reported to, what do they call it?
The police?
Not the police. What do they call it?
The FBI, the feds, the popo?
No. I've forgotten. I got a terrible memory.
Who is this, please?
What do they call it now?
I don't
Come
know
on, help me, please, Ian.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
When people mourning gets
funerals. Morning?
You having a laugh or what?
You said morning. You said morning gits, which I think is disrespectful to people who are in mourning.
No, when people report you because you said something...
Oh, Ofcom.
Ofcom.
Right.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you was talking about the first telephone you had.
Yes.
Oh. I remember.
Here we go. Here comes a story. Here we go. Here we go.
See, my mum, she said, right, do you want a television for Christmas, Chris? Or can we buy a new telephone?
Okay.
And we had the first telephone in the street.
Jesus.
See? And I remember it.
When was this, the 1930s?
Dave. I'm not that. I'm only 25.
Shut your face. And who's Dave?
Yes, I am. And the number was Landwood 3149.
Landwood 3149. What a
I know.
great story.
I know. It sounds. And do you know? And it was a big red phone.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know how
phone. Give us a call now and describe your first phone. 0344 499 1000.
I used to wind it up because I knew how to do 8-9, and the phone would ring. The next minute I'd run upstairs.
If you're now going to describe taking a phone call.
Pardon?
No. Jesus. If you're going to describe what happened when the phone used to ring, I can imagine. So you don't need to tell.
No, she'd be on to my own man. Graham, is somebody ringing this phone? Yeah. And I'd come back downstairs and do 8-9 again.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. See, I used to like to wind it up.
Okay.
So
your poor mum.
I know. Oh. Well, no, it was only silly.
It was only silly.
So.
Okay.
But I'm slightly disappointed with it. I always listen to. I'm tempted to go to your show down in Bath.
Okay.
But I'm scared
of ghosts, because Bath is haunted.
Behave yourself.
Bath. That's not even a joke. Bath is totally haunted.
I've been going to Bath for years.
Ever seen a ghost? Ever had the willies put up you? Have you? You should try it. You should try it. You might like it.
No, I don't think so.
You might like it.
Oi. I was going to book myself into the Hilton.
Oh.
And go and watch
listen to you, Diana Dawes.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with Diana Dawes.
I meant
she was a lovely woman.
She was a beautiful woman. What, so are you going to come and see us or not?
I'm scared.
Of what?
Oh, I don't know.
What are you scared of, Chris?
I don't know, boy.
What's come on, man? Where's this come from?
I don't know.
Hey, come on, buddy.
You know.
Whoa, yellow card, yellow card.
Sorry.
Yellow card. Come on, man. I'm only teasing. I don't mean to upset. Don't worry. Forget that. That's gone. I don't mean to upset you. Come on, brother. I don't mean to upset. I won't call you that anymore if it upsets you. You do moan a little bit. You have to admit that you moan a little bit. But I won't.
Listen to you.
You moan a lot.
You're a moany git as well.
You moan a git more than me. All right, listen.
No, I don't.
Shut your face.
Right. We'll do a bloody what do you call it?
I tell you what now, Chris. I tell you what I'm going to do. Right, I won't call you Moany Chris anymore. Right?
Please don't.
All right, I won't do it. But you've got to stop moaning then.
I don't moan.
You're moaning now. This is a moan. I will put. I will. I will.
Just because I'm going blind. And I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
I will put your name on the door if you want. You get free ticket.
No.
Yes. Come
no,
in.
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
The last time I went to Bath, I was there with a girlfriend, and we came out to the hotel.
Yeah.
Right. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Yeah.
I ended up taking her in an underground car park.
You took her in an underground car park?
Well, not on purpose.
What do you mean? You fell into her?
Well, no. I thought I
oh, you went to an underground car park. You didn't take her?
What? No.
I thought you meant you intercoursed her. I thought it was a euphemism for bum sex.
Behave.
You behave. You're the one who accidentally fell into a girl's bottom.
No.
I will put Chris. Let me put you. Chris, your name.
I came out to the hotel in Bath.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And the hotel I always stay in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And you can turn left slightly.
Okay. Right. Listen.
And of course, I turned left slightly a little bit more,
and then
I ended up
in the bottom. Right. Listen, Chris, I have to go because I'm late for the adverts. I will put your name on. If you want to come, your name's on the door, but there's no pressure. There's no obligation. If you don't turn up, I won't think any less of you, all right? But you don't need to buy a ticket. Your name's on the door.
Is it on the 7th?
It's on the 7th of September, yeah.
I'll try and come along.
All right, your name will be on the door.
No. I'll pay my own way.
No, you're not. But you pay your own hotel. I'm not paying for that. And I'm not paying your travel. But your name will be on your name will be. Shut your face.
I want you to pay for my train and
stuffed
and 2 nights in the Hilton.
Get stuffed. I will put your name on the door if you want to come. All right. Now, I've got to go.
Don't say that.
I'm doing it. Well, I'm saying it because otherwise it would be pointless if I did it but didn't say it.
No.
Yes.
All right, but when you got some of the people who ring your radio show,
yes,
don't listen to them.
Okay. What? Don't listen to the callers. That kind of defeats the point.
Well, no, you know what I mean.
That's not going to work.
No, when they insult you, I don't.
Oh, I like those. Those are my favourite calls.
Oh,
I like. It's entertaining. That's the call. Those are the calls I would like to listen to as a listener. You don't want people phoning up saying nice stuff all the time. That's not good listening experience.
Oh, right. Right.
I'm going to cut you off now because I'm so late for the
I'm going to insult you tomorrow then.
Okay, I'm going to punch you in the face when I see you in Bath. 03444991000. We've got Catherine, Nigel, we've got Alistair. This is Talk Radio.
Kick off your slippers. Don't go to bed. The party is just starting. You can sleep when you're dead. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Well, so, it's been a sparky old hour, this, hasn't it? I started the show by saying I don't really know what to do with it and where to go, because it's been a strange day. But boy, oh boy, you lot have taken it off into some very peculiar directions. We've got Alistair, we've got Nigel, but before that we've got Catherine. Good evening, Catherine.
Hi, Ian.
Hey,
okay?
I'm very well, thank you, Catherine. What you got for us?
Well, I just wanted to ring up about gentleman's the wrong term, but for the guy that basically rang up and insulted you, I think that's really, really rude. Especially when you consider everything that you do for people. So I just wanted to ring you up and say, for every one of those plums, there are hundreds of people that listen to you and get a lot of help. And
maybe tens, maybe not hundreds. Might be stretching it a bit. Maybe tens.
No, but you get, you give a lot of support. So I just wanted to say, take the notice because he sounds like an idiot.
He did sound like an idiot. I wish he hadn't hung up though, because I was really enjoying unpicking.
I know you were in battle mode.
I haven't had one of those for ages, and I like those. That's what I would listen to on. I wouldn't listen to my rubbish, but I'd listen to someone phoning up and going, "Your show's rubbish."
Yeah.
But thank you, Catherine. You're very kind.
That's okay.
Ta-ta.
No worries.
Ta-ta. There we go. Nice people we have listening to this show, and also some not very nice people listening to the show who don't like the show, but carry on listening to it. Good evening, Nigel.
Good evening. Good evening, Ian.
Oh, you sound like, are you doing Alfred Hitchcock?
Dracula.
That was Dracula?
Dracula.
Oh.
Dracula. Dracula.
Oh, do it again, do it again.
Dracula. Dracula.
You keep saying Dracula in different voices.
Dracula's getting deeper voice now. He's going so deep he can't talk properly.
This is the best thing I've ever heard. It's Nigel from Maidstone saying Dracula in different voices. Wow. You've just made my week.
Keep taking the tablets, Ian.
It doesn't look like they're working, Nigel.
Mine are. That's why I'm doing that.
Oh, okay, right. Very nice to hear you singing.
Really.
Very nice to hear you singing to Paul McCartney's brother the other day.
Yes, the scaffold. The scaffold. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah. But so what? What about it, Ian?
Ooh. Nigel's
what do you
feisty
mean?
tonight. I like it. Nigel wants to fight. I'm saying it was.
What about it, Ian? Did you enjoy it then?
I'm saying it was a very, very nice moment. And it was
I can't remember what I sang now.
It was the same old crap you normally do. I don't know, Carrick Fergus or something. But it was done. It was beautiful. It was a lovely moment in my life that I will treasure till the day I die.
Can you remember what I sang? Because I can't.
It was I remember it was annoying.
Oh, well, come on. Tell me what it was called.
I don't remember.
You don't remember either.
No, the pills aren't working. Do Dracula a few times. It might spark my memory.
Dracula. My name is Dracula.
Now do it really high.
Dracula. Dracula. My name is Dracula.
Oh, it's Dracula, the baby years. I love it.
I've been looking at Lindsay Lohan in jail just a moment ago.
In jail?
Yeah. No, you know when she was in jail for 90 days, that when she's drinking and driving, that's about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I actually cried. I was so sorry for her. She was crying as well in the jail.
She shouldn't have done it, but good that she's turned her life around. She just got divorced, didn't she?
She's got better now because she's a Muslim, isn't she, as well?
Gosh, don't tell Gwyn. Who are we talking about, Lindsay Lohan or Miley Cyrus?
Pardon?
Who are we talking about? I get confused.
No, Lindsay Lohan.
Miley Cyrus is divorced now, mate.
Yeah, I know she is, but she's too young for me.
I'm glad you said that. There's
I can always try, can't I?
I wish you hadn't said that.
I don't know if she likes me or not.
Fly me to the moon.
That's the one I did,
Let me play with my own balls. Tickling my truncheon, use it to make a penis call.
Come on, that's a bit rude.
Is those? I don't know the song very well. I was just doing the best I could.
Did I do that one then?
I think so. Yeah, I think you might have done. Yeah.
All right. I was going to do Smile tonight. It's a nice ballad, Smile. I'm just going to go into the kitchen because it's a better reception.
I don't like that song.
Don't you like Smile?
I think it's horrible.
When I fall in love, you like that one?
When are you going to fall in love?
Well, I don't know yet. But, hopefully soon.
I don't like those. I don't like those big old slow crooning songs.
Like My Way then. My Way. That's.
Hate that.
Oh.
I don't really like Frank Sinatra that much. I like the up tempo stuff. I like it. I don't really like Frank Sinatra.
That jingle I did about Lindsay Lohan's on your record, I like Lindsay Lohan, I like Lindsay, I listen to her every day, I listen to her every day.
Could we, we're almost, look, I've got to go to the news in a bit.
You can't play that sometime for me, can you?
I don't have my cassettes here. Could you sing...
SoundCloud, the one on SoundCloud.
Oh, I don't... Yeah, I'm fair. Could you sing the Michael Jackson song? Because that is the one that really touched me very, very deeply.
Well, the one that was written for me.
That really touched me deeply.
Right, well, I've got to get the words in the front room.
Okay.
Have I got time?
Yeah, you got time. It's a very beautiful song, the song about Michael Jackson, very powerful.
Yeah, I'll try and do it.
Before all the stuff came out about him, you know, nonsense and
Yeah.
stuff.
Hang on a second.
So if
I'll
you
just
forget
get
all
the
that,
girl-
it's actually a really lovely song.
Just coming.
Oh, come on. We're better than that.
I'm just coming. Here we are. Just coming, Ian.
Oh, you keep saying that.
Here we go. Oh, yes. I found it.
Here we go.
I found it, Ian.
Okay.
Would you like me to sing it for you?
Yes, please, Nigel. Yes, yeah, well.
That's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Hello to Miley Cyrus, if she's listening. Hello to Lindsay Lohan. Anyway, how far away? Would you like to hear it again then?
That's why I asked for it and waited for you to go and get...
I know. I'm a bit nervous, but I always am.
Yeah. Don't be nervous. You've got great talent.
Here we go. I can start from there. We can't forget the man with 1,000 songs. We can't forget the man who made us smile. And in the light of day, you can hear his voice say, looking back to the youth of yesterday. Look inside the man with a heart of gold. Sings like a child, that's what I'm told. The greatest entertainer in the world, I say. Looking back to the youth of yesterday. Michael, oh Michael, there will never be no one like you. Michael, we won't forget you, 'cause the world is thinking of you too. Respect is what you've got, now you're gone. But I know that life goes on and on. You'll always be a day that I can hear the songs you say. Looking back to the youth of yesterday. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. We see things your day and night. Your songs will live forever, that's for sure. Now peace and love are waiting at your door.
Thank you, Nigel. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Last hour. Oh, yes. I've got that really bad dandruff? How do you get rid of dandruff? Because this is just fun phoning. Jeez, this is BBC Local Radio. How do you guys get rid of your dandruff? I've done all the only cure for dandruff I know is like Head and Shoulders, right? Wrong. That doesn't work. And I'm wearing a black t-shirt and I looks horrible. So if anyone knows, good for you. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Alistair, stay there. I will come to you in a bit, I promise. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very welcome. It's been a strange, kind of show tonight where I wasn't quite sure where we were going to go and what we were going to do. And you lot have taken it and run with it. And, I love it. I love it. It's, these shows are when they're like this. Oh gosh, hang on. Oh no. I've got a DM on Twitter. Right. Thanks, Iain, for following me back. I've been following you since the jungle. Thank you for speaking out against bullies. I've obviously pocket followed someone. Who have I followed? Who have I accidentally followed? Because I don't really follow people. Let me go to their... Oh, I'm following them. Oh, no. I'm sure they're a lovely person, a very, very nice person, but I've got to unfollow them. This is awful. I've pocket followed someone on Twitter. Unfollow. Have I accidentally followed anyone else? Let me go to my profile. Hang on. 41. 41 seems a bit high for me. No, those are all... Okay, those are all valid follows. Sorry! Neil says, is there a live chat room for us geeks? Yeah, it's the radio show, 0344 499 1000. If you're going to tweet about the show, I always forget to say this. Also, hashtag TLNA, the late night alternative, TLNA. And, sometimes we get so many, that we become trendy, I think is the phrase. 0344 499 1000. This is a nice one. Listen. Oh. Homeopathy is nonsense, right? Is that... I know that's that could be considered an easy one and a cheap shot. That can be considered. There'll be some people wincing, going, "Ooh, lame." But there's no... Am I right? I think I'm right. There is no scientific evidence that mixing the smallest amount of something, arnica, for example, with like a pint of water and then distilling that into a tablet, there's no evidence that actually does anything. Right? Am I right? I think I'm right. 0344 499 1000. If you think I'm wrong. I don't really want to get into an argument about homeopathy, because the thing is, people who are into homeopathy are really nice people. Like, really, really nice people. I've never met someone who's offered me a homeopathic remedy who's been an arsehole. They've always been nice people, but... Don't work, does it? A homeopathic remedy that is said to contain the essence of the Berlin Wall has been slammed by a renowned expert. Edzard Ernst. His name's Edzard Ernst, and then they put the word emeritus. Emeritus, is that how you say that? Edzard Ernst, emeritus professor of complementary medicine at Exeter University, is a known critic of the controversial practice. He said producers of the product believe it carries the spiritual force from the wall, which divided the German city until it was torn down in 1989 by David Hasselhoff. However, the remedy is so heavily diluted that not even a single molecule is left in the final product, Professor Ernst added. The Berlin Wall remedy is available via a London-based supplier called Ainsworth's, which bears the Queen's seal of approval on its website. I blame Meghan Markle! How dare she get an aeroplane? What's Andy doing over there with a paedophile? It doesn't matter! Meghan Markle got an aeroplane! The firm sells the product on its website costing £4.20 for a 1 gram vial of lactose tablets, up to £120 in 1,000 millilitres in liquid potency. It's 23% alcohol, guys. You can get boozed up on the Berlin Wall. It holds a royal warrant from the Queen and the Prince of Wales, who is also patron of the Faculty of Homeopathy. Today, an Ainsworth spokesman said, "I would not want to comment on any individual remedy. Every remedy has a large spectrum of activity. They are non-toxic, non-habit-forming, non-addictive, and gentle and curative, and bullshit." It's not like paracetamol is for pain. It doesn't work that way. He added of Dr. Ernst, he's critical of everything homeopathic. But Professor Ernst criticised the remedy at the Science Media Centre today. Homeopathy, there's a picture of Professor Ernst. Looks like a nice guy. Homeopathy is a branch of medicine that treats ailments using extremely diluted doses of natural substances. It's known as a complementary or alternative approach because it's different from traditional Western medicine. Ernst writes about the treatment in his new book, classing it as an exotic remedy. He added, homeopaths do not believe it is a pharmacological action, but is a sort of vital force that is acting. So the vital force, the spiritual force that was in the Berlin Wall, the intention that was in the Berlin Wall, is in the remedy. Asked whether the idea is that it brings down walls between people, the author of Alternative Medicine, a critical assessment of 150 modalities, said, yes. That's nuts, right? That's nuts. That's a strange odd thing to do, isn't it? That's a strange thing to do, Alistair, isn't it?
I'm just sniggering at the story. It's amazing. I can't believe that. And it's all Prince Charles' fault, isn't it? Because he bought into this homeopathy rubbish all the time.
I feel bad saying it's rubbish, because good people are into homeopathy, but it is rubbish, isn't it? There's no... The people say, it killed my dog of AIDS, and my wife can see again. But that's all anecdotal. There's no scientific evidence.
I don't believe so.
That it works, and that diluting a bit of the Berlin Wall is going to bring down walls between people. What if it built walls between? Well, you took that and it did the opposite, and it made it really difficult for you to interact with people because it built walls.
Don't know. It may make people like Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh, God, I hope not. That's a tedious album and a terrible... Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
God almighty, with Bob Geldof. Hey, the Berlin Wall was nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd forgotten about it. Because, I mean, that is... Wow, that's 40 years ago. No, 30 years ago. 30 years ago. That was taken down. So it was taken down when I was like 16, 17. And I wasn't, 15, 16. And I wasn't particularly politically aware then. I was, getting drunk and playing video games, right? So I wasn't really aware what was going on. But, so have I got this right? And you, with respect, Alistair, you're older than me, so you'll remember this better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was West Berlin, that was the good Berlin.
Yeah.
Then there was the Wall, and there was East Berlin. Now, was the Wall like a complete this is a really dumb question, but I don't know. Was the wall a complete circle around East Berlin? Or was it like Adrian's wall and it just went across?
No, it just went across. And basically, it went to the city limits at both ends. And the idea is that any people in West Berlin couldn't freely go into East Germany. Of course, that didn't stop people going into East Germany or vice versa.
But people did go from West Germany to East Germany as like as a tourist attraction.
It was the other way.
The other way?
Yeah. They didn't like them going from East Germany to West Germany because, it was communist, East Germany, you see.
But then, all right, hang on a minute. Now, this shows such a lack of geography and history I'm going to fail now. So was the bit where there's West Germany, and then there's the wall, and then there's East Germany. Well, then what was behind East Germany? Was it like sea?
No, it was
Russia.
Yeah, and other Eastern Bloc countries.
Okay, so you could if you tried to escape that way, you'd get even more communist.
Yeah.
So you wanted to go west.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. Okay. All I know about the Berlin Wall is from watching the film Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Have you seen that?
No. It sounds interesting.
What I've learnt about you in the past few weeks, Alistair, I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it. Can I tell you why?
Hedwig
and the Angry Inch.
Okay, I'll look
It's
it up.
about a beautiful transsexual pop star. I think you'd like it, Alistair.
Okay.
I like it. I think you'd like it. It's a great movie, man. It's a really, really good movie.
Oh, well, I'll check it out.
Check it out, but that's all I know. That's all I know about the the Berlin Wall. is from that film.
It was very interesting. Ages ago now, I phoned in about my ex-neighbour who turned up wearing women's clothes under his normal one.
I do remember that, yes.
He told me in a previous conversation that he used to work for the Secret Service in Berlin.
Yeah.
And he used to go on missions to East Berlin.
Oh.
So, maybe that's... Because, of course, in those days, they were all gay, weren't they, in that service?
Were they all gay?
No, they weren't. But a lot of them came from Cambridge in the 1930s, and there were some gay people and some straight people.
Yeah, that's
wrong for me to say they were all gay.
That's the way the world is. There are some gay people, there are some straight people, there are some in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
Some all over the shop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Make your mind up.
And the main thing is,
yes,
I rang you tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Lee. Firstly, you reminded, when you tried to ring one of your old phone numbers?
Yep.
Well, my old phone number used to belong to my dad. It was the first family number.
Yeah.
Was reallocated to a wine bar in the same village.
Oh, blimey, that's ironic.
A wine bar which I was subsequently banned from.
Yes, mate! Well played. Yeah.
So I called the owner a gangster.
Yep.
He didn't like it.
No, they don't like it up them, do they?
And the other thing was, I watched that Us movie that you and Catherine mentioned.
Yeah. What did you reckon?
It's fairly good, but I found it very confusing at the end, really.
Yeah. Spoilers coming up, guys. If you've not seen us, switch off for 30 seconds.
I won't say anything.
No, say it. We can talk about it. It's been out for a while. People can switch off.
Yeah, it's just the idea that this phenomenon that was kind of developed in the film was something to do with a sort of, I don't know,
government
anti-race that lived underground. I didn't quite get it.
You know that the main woman in it was swapped as a kid.
Yes.
You got that?
Yeah.
So it was the shadow girl was living above ground and the normal girl was living underground.
Yeah.
And it was, I think they say that it's like a government thing to use it to control the people above the ground.
And it didn't work.
And it didn't work.
Yeah, I thought it was all a bit of a stretch.
But hang on, but you liked, what was the other film you liked?
I mentioned Midsummer, which I've not seen yet.
No, but you liked the film by the other film by Jordan Peele, the same director.
Get Out, yeah.
The what?
Get
right, and that wasn't far-fetched, that they were killing black people to put white people in their bodies? That made sense to you?
That was brilliant.
That was brilliant. I think that one was better, but I didn't...
I'll tell you what really struck me, Ian, was the fact that it's great that he's actually making horror films.
Yeah.
That actually portray black families.
Yeah.
Because like, I was thinking when I was watching this, all the other horror films I've seen are about white families.
Yeah, they all are. That is what is great. And one day, that won't be an issue. You know, one day, you see and I think even with Us, by the time I got to Us, saw the first film, you thought it's great. It's a film about a black guy and it's, but even that is kind of based on racism. But this film's just a black family and it's irrelevant. You know, they could be black, they could be white. It's not about racism and they just happen to be black.
Yeah.
It's the world. We're getting there, Alistair. We're getting there. We're making progress. I've got to go because I'm so late for the ads. Peter, stay there. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
After hours amusement for anarchists, air hostesses and jet-lagged Antipodeans.
G'day, coppers. Can I crash on your floor?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Oh, man alive. Look at the time. It's 24 minutes past midnight. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? I've not had stuff, but you don't want it. It's fine. Great. Fine by me. Less work for me. 0344 499 1000. Peter.
Ian, mate. How you doing?
I'm very well, Peter. How are you?
Good. I've got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
No, you're going to like this.
Go on.
I think. Are you quietly playing sounds from the first generation Star Trek in the background?
What do you mean?
Like the bells and whistles that you used to get in the background from the computers all running on the Starship Enterprise.
On Star Trek. I'm not a massive Star Trek fan. The one I remember is the one that everyone remembers, the comedy episode, The Trouble with Tribbles.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm listening to you on DAB radio.
Yes.
And for some reason, I'm hearing those little bells and whistles in the background very quietly.
You taken drugs?
No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't.
What, never?
Never.
Really? What are you listening on? Did you say DAB?
Yeah. And it sounds like you're on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise.
Can you smell almonds or burning toast or anything?
Nope.
Because one of those is a stroke. I'm not making light of strokes. One of the burning toast, I think, is a stroke, and almonds are... Maybe it's the other way around. No, I'm not.
Wow, it must be something in the Ethernet somewhere or whatever, but I can definitely hear these little bells and whistles.
Gosh. I hope it's not ruining the show for you.
No, of course, love the show.
Oh, Peter, I love you, Peter. I'm sorry about that. I'll have a word with the technical team. If anyone else can hear it, 0344 499 1000. We don't want, maybe it is just you, Peter, or maybe there's something going on.
Maybe. But for now, love you. Bye.
Love you too, brother. Thank you. I don't have a clue what he's talking about. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us... We'll take calls straight to air. Relax, Hayley, relax. Sit back in your chair. Let your hands go in the air like you just don't care. I don't know. I still can't lift my arms very well after doing that liquid leisure swimming thing on... When was it? Yesterday. God, I feel battered. And my arms are killing me, and I feel like I should look all buff. And I don't look buff. My body is horrendous. Outrageous. I feel I should look buff, but I don't. And that's just something I got to live with, guys. I think I'll be all right. 0344 499 1000. We'll do calls straight to air. There wasn't a lot. Here's one. Here's one. Let's see where this one's going to go. I don't hold out much hope for this one. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Hello? Oh. Oh. Oh, thank you very much indeed. I was, I know, I didn't hold out much hope for it, but I was wrong. That was a good call. Yes, that's right. I classified that as a good call. That's the level that we're working from on this show. Hello, line 2. You're on the wireless.
Am I line 2?
You're on the wireless, so you must be.
I just turned it off. The name is Langi.
Langi?
Langi.
What a great name.
And I think, well, I've been searching between stations, but you've just been talking about the Berlin Wall, etc.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So in 1999, 2000, around that time,
yes,
I had a lovely time teaching English as a foreign language in Slovakia.
Wow.
And I met the most amazing, most of my students were adults. And, you know, they've only been very, very, very recently out of it.
Yeah.
And they wanted to learn English, you know, because of all the new opportunities.
Yeah.
But there's been so many stories about how their dads took them to go and see this wall being taken down and, you know, this new world opened up to them. There was quite a few people who moaned that the communist days were better.
Wow,
and
really?
Cheaper. But when I was there, and this is sort of 2001-ish, God, the beer was cheap.
Wow.
It was really good.
Yes.
And I still go for those brands if I can. And at the company I worked for, they hosted it, and so I don't know if you've been to Slovakia. You know, I traveled Slovakia, Czech Republic, Hungary, all the surrounding companies. So much evidence of communist time. I lived in a block of flats, really ugly, but not so bad inside. You know, grey communist buildings. It was a very, very significant time. And I've made very good friends there, and we've been to visit since, and I'm glad for those guys, you know. It's sad for me, because as a sort of a tourist, all the prices have gone up.
Yeah,
massively.
I've been to Bratislava. I went to Bratislava with Catherine, who I do the show with, and it's a stunning place, man.
Yeah, that's where I worked, and I had so many wonderful times there. Did you go up to the castle on the hill?
No, we were only there, I think we were there for 2 days. But get this, we were paid to go and talk to a Bratislavan radio station about how to make great radio. So we didn't really see a lot. I think we were only there for one night, maybe it was 2. And we went out for dinner in the town, and we saw the town, and we walked around, and it was beautiful. It was Christmas, and there was a market there.
Yeah, the Christmas markets, aren't they amazing?
Oh, it's incredible. It's absolutely stunning.
Where everybody meets up. And have you been to similar in Prague?
No.
It's on a bigger scale, but...
Oh, no, have I been to Prague? I've been to Prague.
Yeah, but their Christmas markets are much bigger and much more touristy.
Yeah.
And maybe Bratislava is also now, but, you know, it was so special, and I'd go out there and see so many people I know and my students, and it's been absolutely brilliant.
I went to Prague, and it was the Bush Al Gore election. Because remember the counting of the votes. It was hanging chads, wasn't it? And the counting of the votes went on for like a couple of days. And it was me and my then girlfriend, and we just got absolutely wasted on absinthe. We did the terrible, trashy English tourist thing, and we got absinthed up, baby.
There are so many other things you can drink there.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit out of there. They do wonderful things with these bitter berries. What do you call them? They make all sorts of ginish.
Oh, they do. I don't drink now, partly because of that night. But yeah, we did the terrible, and we're knocking these absinthe backs going, well, but it's not having any effect on me. And then suddenly we started tripping on it. It's a terrible drink. Listen, it's so nice to talk to you. I have to move on, but thank you very much. What a lovely call. Do make sure you call again. 0344 499 1000. Let's try line 3. Good evening, line 3. You're on the wireless.
You first attack a defensive coach for not getting the results. And now you appoint the attack-minded coach without giving him world-class play, and you expect him results. What do you appoint attack-minded coach for?
Oh, thank you very much indeed. That's one of those funny, in inverted commas, you know, you can arrange for someone to have an angry phone call directed at them. That was disappointing. I wish I hadn't cut that previous call short for that. 0344 499 1000. We'll take more calls straight to air. This is Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
It's been some show tonight, man. If you've just tuned in, the second hour in particular was very, very strange. Here till 1 o'clock, then Paul Ross comes in. We're taking calls straight to air as we sort of wind down a little bit. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian, baby. Good morning. You all right?
I'm all right, baby. How you doing, baby?
Whizzing along. Listen, do you like sport?
No.
I've never heard you talk about it. You don't like it, no?
No. The only sport I like, as I saw the other day, was this sport where people had to climb up a wall very quickly.
Yeah, that's not a sport. You probably dreamt that. But so you don't like sport, non-stop. Even better, that's fantastic. Do you like football? No, not at all.
No, it's a sport.
Right. Yeah, well, of course it is, yeah, but it's the best sport. It's the only sport, right? This is really weird, this talking, because I've got like an echo coming back. I don't know what that is. But anyway, I heard you say earlier on that you've got a bit of free time tomorrow. You aren't going to do all, are you? You're going to laze about,
I ain't going to do out tomorrow, no.
Good lad, right? Well, look up. There's I think it came out last Friday. There's a 6-part documentary, and it's called Take Me Home. Dig it out. I don't know if it's on Amazon Prime or whatever it's on. Dig it out and watch it, and then I'll ring you back.
Well, what is it? What is it about?
Never mind, just watch it, and it'll change your mind.
It's about football.
Listen, never mind.
It's about... I'm not going to watch a 6-part documentary about football.
Well, just watch one part and see if it changes your mind. Good night, I'm off to bed.
I don't like football. I'm not going to watch a documentary about football. I don't like it. So, no, I'm not going to do that, I'm afraid, caller. Let's go to line 4. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Who's mate?
Who's
that?
Hello, it's Tim.
Hello, can you hear me?
Unfortunately.
How you doing?
I'm getting frustrated with my calls.
Not a lot of response there from the air, are you?
Well...
Is Cass there?
No, she's not.
Oh, how are you then?
None of your business.
Well, that's not a very nice introduction to me.
It wasn't an introduction, it was a retort.
Well, what sort of reception is that then?
Well, it's like when you say something and I dismiss it.
It's a bit frosty reception.
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, it's nice to talk to you, though.
It might be nice to talk to me, but it's not nice to talk to you. Let's go to line 5. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Iain, do tell me, what is your favourite song of all time?
Daydream Believer by the Monkees.
But first, let me take a selfie.
No, it's not this. I don't know what this is, but I quite like this, actually.
Let me take a selfie.
Okay. Really hoping someone else phones in soon, otherwise we could be stuck with this.
Can you guys help me pick a filter? I don't know if I should go with XX Pro or Valencia.
Okay, it's not as good as Daydream Believer, but do you know what? I'm going to put that down as my second favourite song. I think. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm not going to stop for a McDonald's tonight. I'm not going to do it. Because it will not win. It will not beat me. It will not beat me, line 1.
Hello, John. Got a new motor?
Thank you very much indeed. A song by Alexi Sale, of course. Song by Alexi Sale. It isn't. Is it McDonald's night tonight on the way home, says Gaz? No, it is not. There will be no McDonald's. Oh, here we go. 0344 499 1000. Daft William... Oh, Jesus, a call coming in. Hello, caller. Oh, hello.
I'm a bit peckish myself.
Okay, do you want a knuckle sandwich?
I could eat a person.
Which part of a person?
All of it.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Daft William Bishop is in hospital with severe groin burns after using hair removal cream to give himself a Brazilian. Okay, now I don't really understand this technology. I'm only actually maybe about a couple of years ago I shaved my balls for the first time. I haven't really done it since. So I don't know, how this technology works. William, 26, decided to tidy up his pubic region for a first date, but used a Veet cream designed for legs, okay, and left it on for twice as long as recommended. Oosh. Oh, he suffered huge painful blisters. And when he went to A&E, he was kept in. Property developer William below, and luckily it's just his face they're showing us, of Cheltenham, has been in hospital for a fortnight and faces 3 more weeks of treatment on his bollocks. He said, I was getting ready for a date in case anything good happened. And by anything good, he means sexual intercourse. Let me tell you now, kids, sex is not the be-all and end-all. You can have a great date without him. In fact, the best dates I've had haven't involved sex, because then it starts getting pressured and you think, yeah. I'd used Veet before and it worked fine, so I applied the cream to my lower half. I left it on for around 10 minutes and then took it off when it started to hurt. Here's the thing, I'm reading this and I'm thinking, I'd like to try this. That's how nuts my head is, right? It began stinging, then burning. Now I've been in the burns unit 2 weeks. I can barely sit, walk or sleep. Veet said, we strongly recommend customers follow instructions on the pack. Jesus. 0344 499 1000. Last 20 minutes of the show. Taking calls straight to air. This is Talk Radio.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
There we go. There we go. Let's eyes down for a full house. Let's go to line 7. 7, you're on the wireless. Oh, hang on, the fader's not up. I do apologise. Let's try that again, like a professional. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back. My horseback is attached. Head is made of black. I got the booster midst of black. Riding on a horse. You can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley. You ain't been up that porch now. Can't nobody tell me nothing now. You can't tell me nothing now. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheated on my baby. You can go and ask her. My life is a movie. I'm riding in movies. Cowboy hat from Gucci, Wrangler on my booty. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You You can't tell me nothing. No, no, you can't. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Nah. Can't tell me nothing. That's one for you.
I've never heard that song. That's like number one for like forever in America, and I've never heard it. That was the best phone call of the year, caller. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, line 2, you're on the wireless. That's you.
Is that me?
That's you.
Oh, jolly good. Good evening.
Jolly good, yes, jolly good.
Can you tell me why you seem to have a policy of not giving any information out about the tracks that you play? You know, like Spooky.
Yeah.
Played a few minutes ago. And I just wondered... exactly.
But you knew the song.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that as being sung by a male about a girl.
Okay.
So
well, that was Dusty Springfield.
Is there any reason?
That was Dusty Springfield probably singing it about a girl as well.
But she mentions boy.
Okay, but she, in her mind, she was thinking,
no doubt.
In her mind, she was thinking,
wonderful.
Yeah.
She was good.
She was great.
So is there any reason why? Is it
just to annoy people like you, Pete?
Just to annoy people? Well, no, it gives me impetus.
Damn, my plan has been foiled.
Never mind. You'll think of another one.
I will get you, and I will destroy you if it's the last thing I do.
Oh. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy yourself.
What a call. Thank you, man. I just never think, because it's not a music show, I never think to say, oh, that was Dusty Springfield, Spooky, I've taken Spooky. I mean, just from a 1967 album, Dusty in Memphis. It's not from Dusty in Memphis, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think it is. I hope this person's going to sing. Yes, line 6.
Here I am, feeling the craze. All I want to do is have all the airwaves. I like to hear my voice. What else? It's all because I'm in love with myself. My beautiful self. I've got no feelings for anybody else.
Thank you very much. Let's go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the wireless. Hello?
Hey, Betty here.
Oh?
Frank Spencer here.
Hello, Frank.
It's Frank Spencer from the BBC series I Got News for You.
Yes, man!
Well, I haven't seen Betty today. I think she went out shopping now. She had a bit of trouble with her trolley.
Yes.
She got too much shopping in it and she couldn't pull it along properly.
Oh.
Anyway.
Did Dracula pop up or anything?
No, Dracula wasn't around.
Okay, it's a shame. Well, thank you, Frank, from the BBC TV series Have I Got News for You?
Lee. Thank you very much, Iain Lee.
Tutty bye, Frank. Let's go to line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
Here you go, Iain.
There we go, at last.
Just kidding.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Cheers for that, dude. Let's try, line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Am I live on air?
You're live on air.
My name is Gina.
Hello, Gina.
Hello.
Hello.
I've just been listening and you seem like you're in need of a bit of rescue.
Yes, please.
How many minutes do you have left of your shift?
I have got 10 minutes left.
What do you want to talk about?
Did you phone me up earlier on to chat me up in the forest? You are one old horn dog.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen, I'm bored. I've been cooped up for 4 weeks with a little boy who doesn't want to leave home. Yeah?
Drives you nuts, huh?
Well, and I've looked at the website and I've listened to your conversations later on, and I realized I was a bit off the mark chatting you up, and unless you are open to very many options. But in any case, I'm not on the market really.
Good for you.
Kinda.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you hedging your bets.
What would you like to talk about for the next few minutes? What's in your mind? Earlier on, you were whinging about this email and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Are you over it now?
I'm getting over it, yeah. I'm getting over it.
I have been... I can't read much anymore. It's an eyesight thing, but also I can't do stuff. You know, I'm in teaching.
Yeah.
So this holiday, childcare, household shit. So I listen to audiobooks when I get a gap.
Where are you?
Listening.
Where precise? I want grid references. I want the street name. Where exactly are you from? Where's your accent is stunning.
Stop.
Where exactly are you from?
No, stop. I have been listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me what I wanted to. Can't say that word, but yes, I've been reading that book as well. The subtle art of not giving an F.
Isn't this past the watershed?
Yeah, but hang on a second. There is no watershed on the radio. It doesn't work like that. Trust me. I know my job. You're not allowed to say the F word on the radio.
They really do. Sorry, I do apologize.
That's okay.
So, you've got a few minutes left. Talk. What is on your heart?
Well, I tried to talk to you, and you rode roughshod over me.
Well, I was a bit boring, and then you cut me off.
I'm talking just then. You asked me what I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to find out exactly where you were from.
Well, I've lived in the UK for 20 years.
That's not what I asked.
Originally South Africa.
Yeah.
What more? Great references? Windsor Great Park.
You live in Windsor now?
Windsor Great Park. Even better.
Whereabouts in Windsor? Because I lived in Windsor for a long time.
Oh, did you? Windsor Great Park, Englefield Green.
Okay, I know it. I live near Legoland.
I'm on the opposite side.
Yeah, well, we were on the posh side.
Well, it's not posh here, but I've made it really nice.
Good, there you go. Hey, listen, it's nice to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. I need to take a few more calls. Let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
Do your balls hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow?
I can hear Paul Ross joining in out there.
Do your balls hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot?
He's actually tying his balls into a knot. Thank you very much for that, caller. I mean, what? There's no forest in Windsor. That woman has intrigued me, unsettled me. Still going. Okay. Has intrigued me, has unsettled me, and has also, I'm going to be honest, has fascinated me. Not in that way. You know, I'm not in that way, but, certainly intriguing. I don't live in Windsor anymore, thank God, so I'm safe. God, Windsor, the Windsor crowd. A motoring company boss swerved a driving ban after successfully... Oh, this is great, man. Now I'm being interrupted by phone calls. Yes, hello, line 1. Oh, jeez, I can't talk when Glenn's on. Take it away, Glenn.
I've been walking these streets so long,
singing the same old song. I know every crack in these dirty sidewalks on Broadway. We haven't got time for that right now. It's a song, man. A motoring company boss swerved a driving ban after successfully blaming his 100 miles per hour speed on his wife's diarrhea. Mate. In normal circumstances, Andrew Greenlees would have been handed a mandatory 12-month ban for dangerous driving, but his offence was downgraded to speeding after officers heard his wife suffers from a bowel condition, diverticulitis, and badly needed the toilet. Well, that's a little bit different from just needing to have a dump. Quite desperate. It's a little bit different. Greenlee's 60 pleaded guilty to the offence, was given 4 points. Is that all? Oh, well played, man. And a £400 fine. John McLaughlin, his wife was a rear seat passenger. She suffers quite severely from the shits. And she's had surgery to assist with the problem. She advised him that she was feeling quite unwell and that she required him to get to a toilet as quickly as possible. Come in, Paul. Sorry. Okay, I'm not sure I'd necessarily buy that. Hello, line 1, you're on the wireless. Okay. All right, well played. They're on good form tonight. Thank you very much indeed. They're on excellent form, this lot tonight, Paul. Hello, mate.
Hello, this will show you how old I am.
Yeah, go on.
That was in the charts the year I first got married when I was at university. I think 1977, was it? I know.
Let's go to let's quickly, I'm enjoying these. Let's quickly have they've gone. All right, go on. What is on your show tonight, old man?
A couple of people taking on big challenges. One, a woman, fantastic fun.
Yeah.
She's a guiding representative, and she's decided to run 100 marathons, starting in the Shetland Islands, down to London, barefoot.
When did marathons get easy? And I mean that slightly flippantly.
The London one was 1981. I think it stemmed from New York, didn't it, in the mid-70s?
Because I remember the first London Marathon. We watched it. I would have been 8.
Yeah.
And the first few, it was like, well, this is the toughest challenge any human being. And they would talk about the pasta parties and the people would do training for months. But now, I remember seeing that Eddie Izzard thing about 5 years ago where he did 36 marathons over 36... People just seem to do them all the time now.
And the first one, of course...
Not to downplay what she's doing.
When that Grecian warrior ran to tell the king of his city-state that they won the Battle of Thermopylae, he dropped down dead when he passed the So he ran 26 miles, admittedly probably in his Grecian armour, and fell down.
And would have been a little bit tasty there as well.
But now people do marathons dressed as rhinos. Or
without any training or anything. I've got no idea. I would. The people, whenever I've done like radio, people have gone, you could do a marathon, and no, not.
You could, but I choose not to.
Yeah, I would never want to do anything like that in my life.
I agreed to do it in a week moment. I did train, and I developed, it was quite handy, stress fractures in one foot.
Beautiful.
So I walked round it.
Yeah.
And I stopped halfway around for a couple of pints with Anthony Warrell Thompson. I was also walking the marathon. That was a nice day out. I was 26-mile walk, but, I got the sponsorship.
That's how to do it. Go on, we've got another 30 seconds. What else you got?
We're also talking to a man who's a documentary filmmaker, and he's heading for the Chilean climate change conference in December.
Oh, yeah.
But he's going to do it without any carbon emissions. So he's going to be canoeing, cycling across the Andes, doing the whole 9 years, a 7,000-mile journey. He's leaving this weekend, and we've got him on the programme.
Don't these people just make you feel really lazy and like, what have I done with my life?
Yeah, but we've got books and CDs and TV.
That is true, and I've got video games.
As Homer said when he said, I'll put it back in the cupboard with the karate suit. There's always television.
Thank you. Paul Ross is up next. That's it. We're done. I'm not quite sure how that show happened, but it seemed to fly by. Thank you, Hayley. Thank you, Amy. We will be back tonight at 10 o'clock. Stay tuned, though. Paul Ross is coming up next on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
This is Talk Radio.